What up, everyone? My name is Yusuf. You know me as Movie Lover. Today, we're going to be reviewing Scoob. It's the new movie from Warner Animation Group. It was supposed to be a theatrical release, and then the apocalypse happened. And then Trolls World Tour made a ton of money, and Universal wouldn't shut up about it. So Warner Bros. Was like, we're going to put Scoob on PVOD and make tons and tons of money. And then John Stankey, who runs AT&T, went on a whole thing about we're going to reconsider the theatrical model. And then Ann Sarnoff, who runs Warner Media, was like, haha, jokes don't hate us theaters. But anyway, Scoob. I was worried when this was going to move to PVOD for two reasons. Number one, Trolls World Tour sucked. And I thought that Warner Brothers just didn't want to push for a theatrical, didn't want to do a theatrical push for the movie because it would be too expensive. And they thought, might as well dump it on PVOD. And two, I hate the PVOD model with a passion. I hate watching movies at home. I tried to watch Capone the other day, and I hated it. I turned it off, where that wouldn't happen in a theater because A, I don't have to pay because I work in a movie theater, and B, you're stuck there with no distractions. I hate the PVOD model. And you know what? I would have liked to see this in a theater. It's great. It would have been great for a theater. But hey, again, I work at a theater. As soon as we go back, I'm putting this thing on a big screen with some big butter popcorn, and we're gonna have a great time. And yeah, I really love this movie. Now, Warner Media has made, Warner Animation Group in particular, has made some really, really, really good movies. And what's so great about all of their movies, and particularly this one, is the writing. The script is on point. It is perfect. It is so good. Not only is the movie hilarious, which, I mean, I was laughing my butt off. It has jokes for both kids. I felt Trolls World Tour skewed very, very young with its humor. This movie has those jokes for kids, obviously, because it's an animated movie, but also it has some more mature jokes, some jokes with adults, a lot of meta humor, which I loved. I love meta humor so much. A lot of Warner Brothers references. There's a reference to A Star is Born. There's a reference to obviously Harry Potter and DC. It was so funny. It was really, really funny. But also, it had a great mystery to it. You were really at the edge of your seat, like, oh, what's going to happen next? And they go to, the world building was amazing. They go to so many different places. I think it had a lot of great twists when the mystery was finally revealed and what certain plot points were revealed. You were like, oh, whoa, yeah. It was just really incredibly well written. And I love the message of the story that, the importance of friendship and how you need to kind of surround yourself with people who you like and who love you and how that can help everybody. I think that was a really, really good message. And I love the character arcs, particularly Shaggy's and Blue Falcon's, I guess. Both of their character arcs were really good. It was amazing. Speaking of amazing, the animation. I love the animation style that they went with here. It was like the cartoony aspects of the original Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but just turned up to an 11 and just 4K upgraded. You know what I mean? Like, it had that cartoon feel, but it was so clear. Like, you would look at it and you'd be like, I can touch that dog. Like, he looks so, like, the fur looks so real. And all of the scenery was beautiful. I love the colors that they used. I loved the world building. Again, as I said, I think they really created some amazing worlds. The ships, the Falcon Fury and Dick Dastardly's ship were really well thought out. They were amazing. The colors, again, like the third act, oh man, was it beautiful. Wow. And just the locations that they went to, it was beautiful animation. And I like that they differentiated themselves. Pixar has its hyper-realistic animation. Trolls World Tour with Universal, with Trolls World Tour, they had their fuzzy animation. And they have the 4K cartoon. And I love that. It was great. Also, the voice cast. The voice cast was amazing. Standouts, I mean, they were all great. Gina Rodriguez, Amanda Seyfried, Will Forte, Zac Efron, all great. My standouts, though, were Mark Whalberg. He was hilarious. He was, Mark Whalberg really gave it his all. So I give him credit for that. Jason Isaacs, who plays Dick Dastardly, and we'll get to him. Tracy Morgan had a really small role, but when he showed up, I was like, yeah, welcome to the party. It was great. And then Ken Jeong. I didn't know Ken Jeong was in this movie, and I'd literally watched an episode of The Masked Singer, which is the show he's in, right before I turned on Scoob. So as soon as he came on, I'm like, double Ken Jeong, let's go. This is great. He did a really good job. I loved him. He plays the dog, the Dino Mutt. He was really, really good. Okay, as for Dick Dastardly, I'm a huge, huge fan of the Wacky Racist cartoons, and I loved how they brought in other Hanna-Barbera properties within this world. So I was really excited to see Dick Dastardly and a couple other characters that pop up. It made me geek out. I was so excited. And at the very end of the movie, they set up a sequel, and I really, really hope we get it, and I really hope we get it in theaters. I think this is gonna make a ton of money for Warner Brothers, because if Trolls World Tour can make $30 million in a day, Scoob can make a lot more than that. And I think no, well, because it has a really good voice cast, like they are name talent, Mark Whalberg, Zac Efron, Will Forte. They have a stronger IP. More people know Scooby-Doo than they know Trolls, and they have a better movie. The movie is so good, and again, it's good for the entire family. Teenagers are gonna love it. Kids are gonna love it. Parents are gonna love it. Particularly if you love dogs, you're absolutely gonna love this movie. Also, I think it's really smart that Warner Brothers decided to not just do the 48-hour rental for $20 that Universal did. You can rent it for $20, or you can buy it for an additional $5. I think I highly recommend you do that, because it's worth the investment. It's just $5 more. You can watch it as much as you want, and I'm definitely gonna put this on as soon as I'm done filming this. So yeah. Oh, also I want to point out there was a cameo in this movie, and a lot of the times, especially with kids movies, when there's a cameo, it's just in the beginning, and they never come back. But not only is this particular cameo referenced multiple times throughout the movie, but it makes such a comeback at the end. I loved it. So yeah, should you watch Scoob? Absolutely, you should watch Scoob, and I really hope that they make a sequel for theaters. I really do. Yeah, that is my review of Scoob. Let me know what you think down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you gonna see it? Let me know all that. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye.